Happy Thanksgiving to my listeners, watchers in the United States, and to whoever else is celebrating Thanksgiving today. I confess I didn't realize it was Thanksgiving until yesterday, and then was reminded during this morning's live stream. Because being English, I don't have that kind of date in the forefront of my mind. I hope it is going well for you. I hope there is whichever dinner you favor today. I hope your family is with you. I hope you have a very good day. And we shall try and arrange a halfway decent day for Astrid Greenwood, although I can't imagine it'll be as warm, given that she's in a cave in the ravine. The only thing she really has going for her is the ravine is probably the safest place in the long dark, because there are no predators there, except for Astrid herself, who actually needs to go hunt a deer, or make the quick trip back to Carter Hydroelectric Dam for food. So, let's see what happens, shall we?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
At least the cave is moderately warm. Hey, Donnie! How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Peanut. Hello, Mum's cat, whose name I have just forgotten, for which I apologize. Very early morning here. Did I did remember to bring firewood in, didn't I? I did drop the firewood, right? Yes, I did. Lola, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I had completely forgotten it. The good thing about this region, for the benefit of those who may not know, is it is probably the safest place in the entire game. At least I hope that. Well, you can still starve to death, you can still freeze to death, and you can still die of thirst. I mean, all that is possible. Hey, how you doing, Bob? The funny thing is, when I decided to spend some time here, the idea of spending Thanksgiving in the ravine was not really on my mind. It's just a place I have not spent much time in. Alright, that gives me some context for where I'm going. Yeah, this is where I'm ensconced. I can't get down to this cave over here. It's actually down the climb. There's another cave over here. Apparently, these are what's classified as warm caves. I'm not sure if the cave I am currently in is classified as a warm cave. But that, with a bit of luck over there, might be lunch. Hey, Prakash. Hello, Bunny. good news is, if I run out of food, I can just pop back to the Carter hydroelectric dam in comparative safety to pick up more, but I do have quite a bit. What I could really do with is one of those deer charging me. Oh, there you are. Oops. Yes, the problem is I still can't shoot from crouched, which would make this so much easier. Yeah, you can see how close I can't get. The better news is there's not very far that they can go. Ah, now. That is not good for that deer. I don't think it can get out that way. Because the ravine is long and thin with forests, I say forest mountains around it, should make it easier for me to find. Which way did you go? This way. Oh, there it is. Leveled my necromech up to rank 30 this morning, Bricage. That was surprisingly gratifying, even if it took a fair length of time. Bonjour, j'ai pas d'idée. Ça va bien? If anybody's wondering about my odd use of French there, that's actually what I picked up in the south of France about 50 odd years ago. It's certainly not what they teach you. Oh, I'm glad you are. Thank you. And that's the kind of hit I want. And this is Thanksgiving Day dinner. That and cattails.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Oh, that's nice. I am aware that the necromechs max out at level 40 and that I have to apply 5 former in order to get it. I was kind of surprised at it being not as survivable as I expected. Doing thermia fractures as a Gauss Prime much more survivable than as a Necromech. Granted, I did let things get a bit close. And that was before I learned about dual grenade launchers. Morning, Anna. Happy Thanksgiving. We certainly are. I don't like hovering across the battlefield. I have a word for things that hover above the battlefield. It's called Big Target. Unfortunately, I can't do much with the deerskin, but I will drop it anyway. Oh. Oh yeah, that one's cured. Yeah. Oh yes, the grenade launchers. That is, yeah, profoundly good at area denial. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We are going to redrop some of our firewood here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Well, yeah, no, they wouldn't be able to. You just hope that it's only melee and that somebody hasn't said, oh, you know what, let's just try the anti-tank guns on that thing that's hovering over there.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
One thing I really did enjoy was shooting aerial targets on the plains of Eidolon. Finally, we got a machine gun armed warframe would also do pretty good, but it is awfully nice being able to shoot up a flying enemy much more easily. Oh, right. Yeah, it's going to be a while before I get Bone Weaver, I think. Is it Bone Weaver it's called? Or, I can't remember. Bone Widow? Right, that's all my food cooked up.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
This is positively cozy. Here we go. Thanksgiving in the ravine. I shall have to bear that in mind. Yeah, I've managed to get its shielding up to about 2400, I think, and it's got, that fast regen mod. So its survivability has significantly increased. Unfortunately, I've now got to spend increased time getting rank with Lloyd and Co. to get the rest of the mods for that. But, you know, gives you something to do, doesn't it? No, I didn't want to drink it.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, yes, I did. I'm alright. Thought for half a second I'd done something stupid. Hey, Tony! Happy Thanksgiving. The gang is all here.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Just having a calming day. Use the magnifying glass for what might actually be the first time. Oh, I'm sorry it's been an day. Hopefully we can give you some small moments of, I don't know about joy, relaxation perhaps? How is your tooth, by the way? Okie doke. Why has the bearskin bedroll got a zip on it? Oh, right, okay. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we didn't craft a zip for the bearskin bedroll.
Thank goodness. Made it through another night.
Oh, it's cold in here, but not too bad. Yep, at least with the bedroll, she's not going to get cold for a while. Alright, let's see what resources we can collect. And just for a change, I am not carrying around my bow in the open. I ought to hunt rabbits. Oh, it's getting chilly. I'll grab firewood just in case I need it at night. It should start warming up soon. What will you be cooking and baking, Danny? Go on, make me feel hungry. Oh, yeah. As usual, its story is not yet written. Pretty much traditional, isn't it? The only thing that would make this even more of a vacation for Astrid is being able to fish here, but I don't think that's going to be possible, is it? No. Anybody know if fishing is possible in the ravine anywhere? I've got a suspicion it's not. It is, isn't it, Jeopardy Day? Ooh, very nice. Okay, alright, now I'm hungry. Congratulations. Mission accomplished. Now if Pseudo would just show up, that would be nice. I don't know why I'm bothering to try. This is a river. Can't you? Oh, I suppose it's a river being fed by a waterfall. What do you mean you can't fish here? I suppose it's a stream, so you wouldn't get much. I'm still going to try, just on the off chance. Well, at least I tried. Alright, so it appears we can't... What is it? Do you know, in the time that I lived in the United States, I don't think I ever had green bean casserole. What is it with green bean casserole? See, I don't think so, but now I've got sort of memories of maybe having it, but I'm not sure that was in the United States. I seem to remember one Thanksgiving, maybe, with my first ex-wife's family. I think we had collard greens. I don't recommend collard greens. You have to stew them for days, and you have to add bacon or ham to make it tasty. But oh right. Yes, it would. And Granny Smiths aren't, while they can be obviously used for cooking, in the UK at least, cooking apples, if you can even still get them, tended to be even more tart than Granny Smiths. Well, at least I'm not allowed to run out of firewood. don't I get marks for trying? I'm going to talk heresy for a moment. I've never understood the appeal of turkey. If you want a good bird for celebration meals, duck or goose works well. And granted, they're not as readily available as turkey. The temptation is sort of to climb down, except for the fact then I've got to climb back up again. And I don't want to climb down. I would have to dump so much stuff. So tempting to climb down. If memory serves, though, that's a fairly brutal climb up, and I don't want to. I think it already is a cooking channel. It's a cooking channel, a cat channel, and occasionally we talk about video games. Oh, talking of which, in case anybody didn't see it, there is now a release date for Wintermute Part 5. I haven't seen the trailer, and I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, but just in case you aren't, what is it, March 31st, 2026? Well, that's more than enough wood if I need to get through the night in the middle of a blizzard. Yeah, I am not holding my breath. But needless to say, it will be streamed when I get it, when it comes out. I mean, they've been working on it forever. No, you can post it in Discord, Danny. Feel free. We've already had, cats and rodeos, and yeah, I see no reason why Discord shouldn't post recipes. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing in Discord rules that says a gaming Discord channel can't post recipes. one I used to love, probably still do, is my mother's lemon meringue pie. Oh, yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, feel free. Well, if nothing else, this is distinctly relaxing. I'm going to basically strip everything, get as many resources as I can here, because I can do it without worrying about being eaten. Or worse. And in case anybody hadn't noticed, 296 subscribers. I'm afraid I have a sort of method of getting subscribers within Warframe. If people are in chat and they want to join me in the game, I typically say something, that's fine, make sure you're subscribed first. Yeah. And to be honest with you, 320 is achievable by Christmas if I follow normal rates. So that would be nice. There's no point in my going up here. I'm just doing it because why not? I haven't been up here. Ooh, you'll take this. Oh, somebody left a backpack. Oh, this was definitely worth a trip. Why can't I break down this massive branch? Give her a chocolatey treat or whatever it was. a lot of firewood here. It's very handy. It has to be said, if I was in Astrid's position and sort of secure here, I probably wouldn't go for a hike. I'd probably just roll up in bed, drink rosehip tea, eat moose or venison, and just sleep through the day. So this is the bit we can investigate without having to risk our necks too much. I actually meant to do a mini commentary on Thanksgiving, but I forgot to look it up, so you're safe from me trying to bust any myths or misconceptions people might have about Thanksgiving. There's nothing in here, is there? Oops. Oh, I don't need the scrap metal. Oh, yes, I do. I can...
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Alright, we'll clear this out anyway. Trying to think, it was Thanksgiving was, if I recall correctly, largely the impetus of one woman, and I can't remember her name. I think it was Thanksgiving, because until oh grief, 1860s. Thanksgiving was not a national holiday, and this one woman made it her mission, if I recall, to get Thanksgiving recognized as a national holiday. And I can't remember all the details, because I think some places celebrated it and other places didn't, so she was petitioning to get it made into a national holiday. And that is assuming, of course, I am remembering Max Miller's account correctly. He of tasting history fame. Yeah, something like that. I know she was. She was petitioning it up to and all through the American Civil War. Of course, I don't imagine she was contacting. I can't imagine she was petitioning Jefferson Davis. Max Miller's good. Yeah. There's a few tasting history channels. Max Miller's obviously one. John Townsend does a sort of... he does a historical cooking type series based on 18th century cooking and reenacting. But I can't remember. I can't remember what his channel's called. Probably John Townsend. Or is it the Nutmeg Cafe? No, the Nutmeg Tavern. I don't think it's the Nutmeg Tavern. But, I don't know. It's not something I know about it. I could look it up. Hang on a second. Chandeleur? Chandeleur. Candlemas. Oh, it's Candlemas. In English. There's a lot there. Looks like it's quite old, actually. But I would have to, yeah, 2nd of February. Is that right? "40 days after Christmas," but I don't know how long they've been. Oh, thank you. I did study French for, oh grief, from 8 till about 12. No, was it only 4 years? I thought it was 6. I can have a bash at most French pronunciation. Oh, hang on a second. I just need to switch screens over here. There we go. What was I doing? I was dropping stuff. No. Can I fix mine? Hang on, where's my hacksaw? Yeah, I can. Yeah, no, apparently it's based on Candlemas. It's not just French, but maybe the French do more with it. You know, it's kind of tempting just to light a fire so that I would, we get this sort of cozy vibe. I just don't want to waste the matches. Of course, the French are unique. So are the Germans and the Italians and even the English. Although, having said that, of course, the English are what happens when we get invaded by everybody for 1,000 years, and then they kind of get absorbed. Yeah. English is what happens when. Hang on, let me see if I get this right. The Norse invade France, take French wives, then invade England and mix with the Anglo-Saxons, who are German. Oh, and we must not forget the Roman influence, of course. I will say, um, one of the things I love about France is best summarized by a speech given by Charles de Gaulle. And I can't remember whether he started with it or whether it's part of it is in there. But the line that I've always remembered is Moi, je suis la France. Only a Frenchman would say something like that. Well, my family arguably is French. Family history, for what it's worth, has that we came over to England in the 1600s, at the part where the French Catholics were persecuting the Huguenots, and so some of the Huguenots fled France for England, and that's arguably where my family comes from. However, there's also the possibility that we are actually Anglo-Saxon, and there's also a possibility that the family came over with the Normans. Depending on who you listen to and who you research, you can get all three versions, so I don't know. Right. I was about to hit Y so that I could try... Where's my bed gone? I'm gonna have to light a torch so I can find the bed.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Yeah, here we go. I should... You know, this is kind of weird. Normally, when I look at the YouTube preview I have over here, it tells me how long I've been streaming. It's not telling me that now. How peculiar. Oh, the good news is YouTube is now sending out notifications again. It's very irritating when they don't. Now, I know that our YouTube does have some funny rules about notifications. If you post more than 3 videos a day, it doesn't send out notifications. But I'm not doing that, so I'm not entirely certain why I have recently been getting this thing. And it seems to be happening at the weekends, and then lasts a couple of days into the rest of the week. Whereas in this week until Thursday. But it should have been sending out notifications. I myself, my alternate YouTube channel my alternate YouTube account did get notifications today, and I don't know that I did yesterday, but I did this morning, so hopefully that will help me. It sounds like there's... Oh, that's the traditional sounds for the aurora. However, if I go out to look at the aurora, I won't be able to find my way back, so not easily, so I won't do that. So now we'll go across the railroad and
Looks like a new day is dawning.
take a look and see what we can loot from the other side. Assuming it's not blowing a blizzard. But first, I will take a quick break. Everybody, good time to stretch those bottom muscles, rehydrate, have a snack. Actually, you can have a snack at any time and rehydrate. I can't. But, okay, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Well, thanks for joining us, Jeopardy Day. Thanks, as Danny says, thanks for joining. It was good to see you again. Have a great day. Right, let us head to the other side. Oh, grief. I was very tempted to put on a very bad Jamaican accent there. You may be wondering why. Well, it's from a scene in Predator 2 where a Jamaican of Jamaican extraction says that the Predator is from the other side. Right, have I got enough of stuff? Yes, I've got food. Yep. Alright, and I've actually did I leave food at the other place? I'll take another.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, stop complaining. Oh, it is cold. Yeah, I am not going traipsing around in the cold. Not when I have a nice warm bedroll somewhere. Oh, right. That's better. It is always slightly disturbing to me just how fast you go through venison in this game. I mean, that was 8.5 kilos of meat, and I've already eaten most of it in, what, 2 days? At this rate, I'm going to have to hunt another deer. But I think I can put that off till tomorrow. I don't know, am I supposed to be fun, or am I supposed to be calming, or am I supposed to be... I don't know. Yes. Which is why bear becomes the meat of choice. Because you get so much of it. A wolf, of course, is good for about a day, or as snack food. I don't go into this with any particular, this is how I want to present myself. Not per se. About the only rule, well, okay. I have very few rules. One of those is I do not swear much. I try and keep it PG-13. And I try and avoid politics and religion. Certainly politics. Right, let's have a wee ramble. And I've pretty much been up here because this is where the other cave is, isn't it? Yes, it is. Which I haven't mapped out for some reason. Did I leave any water behind? I did. And my can. Ooh.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I don't think there's very far you can go in this particular region. Yeah, that's pretty much the edge, isn't it? Yeah. My normal reactions to just walking around are going to be completely shot by the time I'm finished here. I'll spend today here, and tomorrow we will exit. And I can't bring myself to just hunt rabbits. And we will be coming back here at some point. So I will be going to the Bleak Inlet for woodworking tools and reloading ammunition. And this one is, yeah, interesting. Of course, if I want to really challenge myself, I can go all the way through Bleak Inlet up to Forlorn Muskeg and then come back this way. Although I've never had much luck in Forlorn Muskeg. Yep. Oh, there are. Even though it is quite stylized, they are still beautiful views. No, I'm not leaving. I'm just going as far as the broken part of the Bristles Bridge. Bristles? Yes. The Bristles, a very little known part of this. Yeah, no, Forlorn Muskeg. You know, the silly thing is, you could make it in forlorn muskeg if you had warm clothing and a lot of firewood and didn't go anywhere near the ice. At least I think you could. I mean, there is no good shelter. That is the main problem, I think, isn't it? The closest thing you've got to shelter is where the forge is, and that's essentially an open building. So I just realized I do actually have a reason, or an excuse, whichever you prefer, for hunting deer again, because I still need deer skins, and this is a good position to, this is a great place to get them. I think there are still 2 more deer that I could get. And I could leave a sort of stash of food behind me. Yeah, and beyond here we start to enter into the region where it's no longer a mini vacation. And the only way down there is a quick hop, skip and a jump. Yes. Yeah. It is slightly nerve-wracking. You half expect the bridge itself to collapse. Shouldn't give the developers any ideas, though. Did you visit down there in a conventional fashion, or did you fall off? Yeah, that's not the best way to visit, is it? Well, to the other 26 people watching, in case we haven't said it to you yet, happy Thanksgiving. Assuming most of you are Americans. I think something like 40% of my viewership is American. At least it was in the last month. The only thing this place needs, apart from deer and rabbit, is ptarmigan. Why don't we have ptarmigan here? That does not make any sense. No, I haven't gotten over my ptarmigan obsession. Oh, I went the wrong way again. At least the rope problem is solved. You don't have to go somewhere and... If anybody has a fear of heights, don't look at the screen. Alright, now you can look. Not really joking, to be honest. I'm sure there are games which people who have a fear of heights would be freaked out by. I know that in Sky, Children of the Light, there are people who are freaked out by some of the underwater quests, or even, yeah. What do they call it? Thalassophobia. Somewhat surprised we haven't had a blizzard. Now that I've said that, we probably will have one. So of course we will.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I don't remember. There's a classic cliche about the Englishman who was asked by an American, when do the English celebrate Independence Day? I have had that question asked of me. I have not been asked, as I recall, by an American, when do the English celebrate Thanksgiving? But I wouldn't be surprised if I had and I just forgotten it. Now, one thing I should check. Yes, of course I've got scurvy. Well, we can try and sort that out now.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Make some rosehip tea.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
I thought it told me my scurvy had been cured, but clearly not.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Yes, I know. It's a bit silly of her, really, isn't it? So are we.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, didn't really mean to do that, but never mind. Oh, great. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank you very much. I would blush, but I don't think I'm capable anymore. Whoa, it is cold out there. I mean, not here. Here's actually surprisingly mild. Despite the fact that we had quite a serious frost yesterday for us. But that's Lancashire for you. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. And then it'll get worse. Ooh! Great! Let's see if the bearskin bedroll can keep us warm through the howling blizzard. Oh, great. You've just decided to give me scurvy risk again after I just stuffed you. vitamin C laden tea. And that's not going to work. I need to light a fire.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
But then that's why I have all this firewood. Just in case. And arguably why I picked up the coal.
Perfect.
At least we're not cold. And we are good for 4 hours. This is true. Yep. That is something to be thankful for. Right. And deer again, because I do need the skins. I've got one on me, I've got one over there. I might have one back in the coastal highway, so yeah, I do need to actually. I'm afraid get a little violent. Oh, yeah, I can drop some water, can't I? It's not too cold here. Ooh. And of course it's even colder on the way down towards the bleak inlet, if I remember correctly. Although it's kind of funny, we're higher here than Bleak Inlet, but Bleak Inlet on the way down, I think it's colder than where we are. So, by my reckoning, there's at least one more deer in this Yes. And there it is, somewhere. And there it is. And we have more firewood. I think there's a stag in this region as well. Yep, I still can't. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I have a plethora of birch bark. Okay, if I continue like this, that deer's going to have little choice but to come round, turn around and come straight at me, which is desirable, to be honest. It's not the snow. I don't like it when there's sort of ice underneath the snow, or it gets slushy and then freezes again, or... yeah. I didn't mind in Austria, you know, because that was a proper winter. Icicles, massive icicles hanging from buildings, that kind of thing. My only concern here is if I take a shot and the arrow goes sailing off into the ravine. Which way did it go? Yeah, it's going to end up charging straight at me. Doesn't have much choice. Oh, you're kidding me. One thing I always remember from some of the earlier videos is people trying to find their arrows. And I'm guessing it went up around here as usual. Oh, this is not a good location for it to go. It really is stuck now. Couldn't see for the... Did it turn into a mountain goat? Oh, you're kidding. I actually missed. Did it go down this way? No, this is not. This is the deer. This is from earlier. Oh, there it is. Could have sworn there was a stag here, though. Wasted too long on that shot. I hit it. I actually hit it. And this is more normal in case anybody's watching. It's more normal for them to run than just fall over as it did earlier. And now I've lost the blood trail. Oh no, I haven't. It's right here. And this is a very... yeah, this is... and again, this is not for the cognoscenti, so to speak. But this is a very good place to hunt deer because there is literally nowhere for them to go. It's a very restricted area, so even if I lose it now, I will probably find it later. Although... oh no. Did it go up this way? Yes, it did. It's over there. The bow limb getting in the way is irritating. I mean, it's inevitable that it would, but oh! Well, that's 2 arrows in it now. Yeah, you can see them. So in principle, it should, if I'm... yeah, it's now got... I was going to say, no, it's got itself into a loop. I'm told that in forlorn muskeg, the deer can actually die such that they break through the ice and you can't collect them. Strangely, this is how... Strangely, this is pretty much how human beings have hunted animals for a very, very long time. Wound it and then chase it. And there are still people which hunt them that way in parts of Africa. Persistence hunting. Human beings are very, very good at persistence hunting. Sorry. Don't really need the gut, to be honest. I don't fancy carrying that out of here smelling of gut, but
Barely walked with this much gear.
where's my other arrow? Tell you what, though, it's no, there's one other. There's a few other animals which do persistence hunting. Wolves, I think, is one. Maybe hyenas. But humans are, yeah, very, very good at it. I say humans. I think Homo erectus may have been a persistence hunter. So. Yeah, the real trick is, can I find my way back? Yes, I can. Not when I'm going back through the coastal highway, no. I don't know why I bothered to harvest them. So. Of course, going back is going to be interesting because I'll have all 3 bears in the region. Oh, no, I thought that was one of my arrows. It's not, it's a stick. Yes, I'm peculiar that way. Walking back through bear territory, smelling of guts, not necessarily the best move in the world. Am I going the right way? Bit of both. I just went the wrong way, didn't I? That's irritating. This is why it's not a great idea to go wandering around in the fog. I do hope I'm remembering this correctly. Don't tell me I've managed to get myself lost in this tiny, tiny area. That would be most irritating. No, it's not this way, is it? Yes, it should be, shouldn't it? Simple that is that all human species have gone extinct except for us. We somehow managed to outlive them. Managed to out-survive Homo neanderthalensis. Oh no, that's normal, isn't it? The good thing is, because it's such a small area, there's only so lost I can get. So, no harm, no foul. Right.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Well, it's almost traditional, isn't it? I'm assuming that's hominids rather than humans species. Genus Homo, I'm assuming we're talking about.
Come on, little fire.
Homo sapien. No, hang on. Let me see. I don't know that I can name them all. Homo erectus. Homo floresiensis. Homo heidelbergensis. I can't remember the rest. Denisovans. Of course, the Denisovans have been. We think we found what species they are, and I can't remember which one it is. We do seem to have a reference species for that. Wasn't Lucy Australopithecus afarensis? Yeah, not after only a few days. Oh no, Otzi is Homo sapiens, yeah. Not even particularly archaic. Because he was... What? Otzi was... How many thousands of years ago? Yeah, he's not even... He... Yeah, Otzi was modern Homo sapiens, basically.
Barely walk with this much gear. Feels like night is coming.
5,000 years. Yeah, no, that makes him thoroughly modern Homo sapiens. There is archaic Homo sapiens. Strangely, they actually had larger brains, somewhat larger brains, but not as efficient brains. What you might call, what used to be called Cro-Magnon, I think. Cro-Magnon is archaic Homo sapiens, I believe.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Ooh, that might have been a mistake. No, not too bad. Oh yeah, no. Human beings, yeah, 200,000, somewhere. I think it's sort of somewhere between 200 or 300,000 years, 250,000 years. We didn't even last as long as we haven't been around as long as Homo erectus. Homo habilis. I forgot about them. Homo erectus was around what, 2 million years. Very successful species, and got around a lot of the world. There's even a suggestion, possible evidence that they made it to the Americas. But that's a bit, that's under debate, as I understand it. I think, didn't Homo erectus even overlap with Homo sapiens? Or am I misremembering?
Looks like I made it through another night.
That's right. I think I've heard about it. And I think I'm coming up on the 2-hour mark. And this is a suitable stopping point, which, given that my only save position is if I actually take a nap on the bearskin bedroll, is not inappropriate. So that was our mini vacation in the ravine. Nice and relaxing, and we got some resources. Had a successful couple of hunts. I'm off to get myself lunch that has absolutely nothing to do with Thanksgiving. Let's see. As most of you know, I'll be back with Warframe at 1900 hours Greenwich Mean Time this evening. And the Long Dark will resume at the same time tomorrow. That's 9 p.m. 0900 hours Greenwich Mean Time. And at that point, I guess we will probably head back to the coastal highway. Because I pretty much ran out of excuses for staying here. So anyway, I hope your Thanksgiving goes well, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving once more. Thank you very much for watching. I know I say it every time, but I do appreciate it, especially if you get involved in chat. It's nice to have the feedback. And I would appreciate it even more if, to celebrate Thanksgiving, all of you were to spontaneously leave a like and subscribe. I know that's asking a lot. So, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, remember to hug your Peanuts and your Lolas and your household pets. Be kind to children and animals. Be excellent to each other. And I will see you all next time.